Welcome back. Today's class is a full body yoga wake-up practice designed to leave you feeling great at the very start of your day. You won't need any props for this, so when you're ready, roll out your mat and let's begin standing at the back. Begin at the back of the mat, feet slightly wider than your hips. With one hand over your heart and the other over your stomach, close your eyes and take 3 slow, full breaths in through your nose and out through the mouth. Enjoy releasing some of that old energy from the night before. Once you've completed, let the hands come down by the hips. Lightly place your palms on the top of your thighs and take 3 big shoulder rolls now, sighing through the mouth if you wish as your shoulders roll back and down. After that next cycle, pause with your shoulders down the back. Begin to breathe in for 5. Pause for 5. Breathe out through the nose for 5. Pause at the end of your exhale for 5. 2 more rounds just like that. When you complete the next pause, the 5 at the end of your exhale, you can allow the breath to find its own rhythm again. On your next breath in, stretch your arms out and up, bringing the palms to touch above the head if you can. Look to your thumbs and then exhale, cactus your arms, moving your shoulder blades down the back. Chin to chest, shoulders to ears, bend your knees and roll down through the spine. Inhale, halfway lift, maybe hands to shins. Exhale, bend the knees generously as you reverse that, rolling back up. We're looking to mobilize the spine, so let the knees bend, repeating that stretch of the arms, cactus as you exhale. Hands to the hips, roll down. Repeat that one more time, exactly the same. We're going to add on to this last one, so reaching up overhead. Move the shoulder blades down the back as you exhale. Roll through your spine. Lengthen as you breathe in. And this time walk the hands to the front of the mat. Come into a downward facing dog. Inhale forwards to plank. Exhale back to your down dog. Shifting forwards as you breathe in, back as you breathe out. You can ripple through the spine or keep it quite a static movement. We'll do one more and then pause in your plank. Begin to rock forwards and back on the toes, waking up the feet, trying not to lift and drop the hips as you do this. And then lower the knees out to the edges of the mat, take it back into a child's pose. Walking your hands towards the left, pressing down into that right palm and breathing into the right side of your body. Inhale through to center, shoulders over the wrists, exhale half push up. Hover your hands in your shins as you breathe in, so you're firing up the back to lift your chest, and then take it into your child's pose again. Over to the other side as you breathe in, pressing into that left palm, breathing into the left side, back through center, shoulders over wrists, and we're going to add in a push-up. So just to a hover, back up, all the way down, lifting your forearms and your shins, lower the chest, inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Tuck the toes. Lift yourself back into your downward facing dog as you breathe out. Hands walk to the back of the mat. Roll up through the spine as you did before. Reach the arms up as you inhale. Cactus the arms, exhale, come into your chair with the hands behind you and then in front of you. So exhale, arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, arms forwards. Option, as I'm demonstrating, to lift your heels as the hands come forwards and then lower them as they draw back. Last one. Interlace the fingers as the arms go back now and fold forwards, extending the legs any amount. Take a deep breath in, maybe sighing out through the mouth, giving the head a gentle shift shoulder to shoulder. Bend your knees deeply, release the hands, roll up through the spine, come back to our starting position. Inhaling, palms together up overhead, take hold of your right wrist and lean over to your left. Up through center, take hold of the left wrist as you lean to the right. Cactus the arms and then roll back down. Breathing in, lengthen your spine, look forwards. Walk into your down dog. Lift the hips, come into your plank. Option to keep rocking up and down on the toes, or lift the right leg to hip height. Exhale, draw knee to chest. Inhale, extend to hip height and lower. Left leg lifts, inhale. Knee to chest, exhale. Inhale and lower. Take a final breath in your plank. Exhale back to child's pose. Walk your hands to the left. See if you can breathe more deeply into the side of your body. As you come forwards this time, we're taking 3 half push-ups. Shoulders over wrists, exhale, inhale, push away. You can do a full push-up as I'm demonstrating, or keep your knees on the mat. Release all the way down. Inhale, use your back to lift your chest. Fingertips reach forwards, palms turn to face one another, breathe in. Exhale, cactus. As your arms reach, palms face each other. As you cactus, they're facing the floor. Do one more. And then lower your shins, place your palms to the floor, lift to cobra, pelvis stays on the floor. Turn your gaze over one shoulder, up to the ceiling and across to the other. Back up to the ceiling, lower yourself down and return to your child's pose. Straight away to the other side. Breathing into the left. One last time, we're going to come to center. We've got 4 push-ups, your choice. Knees on or off the mat for 4. 3. Keep the core engaged, gaze forwards. Come all the way down. Inhale, hover your chest, lifting your forearms and your shins, reaching as long as you can, and then cactus the arms. So as you reach, think shoulders to ears. Exhale down the back, this lovely movement in the scapula. Shins down, palms to the mat. Inhale, cobra. Look to the ceiling only this time. Exhale, lower your chest. Tuck the toes, push through your plank, or keep the knees on the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts as you breathe in. Take a few breaths to circle your ankle. And then open the hip, right knee to the ceiling. Step wide next to your little finger. Left knee to the floor. Right arm reaches as you breathe in. And then thread your hand towards the left as you breathe out. Inhale, re-extend. Palm to the floor. Come back with your hips half split. Place the foot down, tuck the left toes, lift the knee, and return to your down dog, right leg in the air. Again, open your hip. Exhale, step next to your little finger. Inhale, reach. We're going to add an extra twist, so thread through. Inhale, reach again. Exhale, thread through. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, place the hand, and then half split. Lunge forwards, inhale. Half split again, exhale. Place the foot one last time. Take it into your down dog, right leg lifts. Open the hip. Step next to the little finger. Reach as you breathe in, thread as you breathe out. 3 in total. Going with your breath. Starting to feel more energized now, I'm sure. Twists are so good for the spine, especially in the morning. And then switch that to your half split and back into your lizard lunge. 3 of these in total as well. Next time you lunge forwards, take an extra couple of breaths. Tuck your left toes, lift your knee, and turn to face the long edge of the mat, all toes facing the left side. Come up onto your fingertips as you breathe in, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend into your left knee. Right toes turn to face the ceiling. Fingertips can stay on the floor or bring the palms together in front of the heart. As low to the ground as you can, transition over to the other side with or without your hands. Turn towards the front of the mat, pivot on your right toes, lift the left leg, bend your knee, and take the left toes behind your right leg and across to the right. Left elbow to right knee, inhale to center. Use the strength of your right leg to lift the left knee and draw 3 big circles. Feel free to place hands at the hips for extra support with your balance. Step back, high lunge, inhale, arms reach. Hold the left wrist and tip over to your right. Lift through center, inhale, cactus, exhale. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm reaches overhead. 2 more times like that, keeping the lower body as still as you can, just finding movement in your upper body. Cartwheel the hands, step to plank or hover your right leg, lower through chaturanga, take a cobra or up dog, exhale, down dog. Breathing in, sighing breath as you start to walk the hands to the back of the mat and roll up through your spine. Reach the arms at the top, exhale, cactus. Chair position, inhale, arms forwards, exhale, back. Option to add in your balance. 2 more times. Hands go back, interlace with the other thumb on top and fold forwards as you breathe out. Sighing breath. Stay folding forwards as your hands come down to the mat. Bend your knees a little and roll yourself back to standing. Arms overhead as you breathe in, taking hold of your left wrist and reaching up and over to the right. Through center and switch. Cactus the arms, roll down through your spine. Breathing in, lengthen. Exhale, down dog. Ripple forwards to your plank, rocking forwards and back on the toes or lifting your left leg to hip height, bringing knee to chest, extending back and lower. Same thing on the other side. Take yourself into down dog. Left leg lifts, circle the ankle a few times in both directions, and then open into the hip, left knee to the ceiling, toes towards your right glute. Big step next to your little finger, lizard lunge, back knee to the mat. Inhale, lift your left arm. Exhale, thread to the right. Inhale, extend, look up, place the palm, and move the hips back, half split. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, down dog, left leg lifts. We repeat and add on. Step wide, back knee lowers. Inhale, lift. Exhale, thread. Reach back up, thread through. Inhale, extend, hand to the mat, hips back, half split. Lunge forwards, inhale, take it back, exhale. Foot to the mat, tuck the toes, lift your left leg. Last one, stepping wide, right knee down. Inhale, lift, exhale, thread. See if you can reach a bit further, last 2 rounds. Placing the left palm down, shifting your hips back. As you lunge forward, see if your shoulders can stay away from your ears. And maybe go a bit deeper into that lunge. Final one, pause for a breath in and out. Right toes tuck, turn to the long edge of your mat. Halfway lift, breathing in, folding forwards as you breathe out. Weight towards the toes here, go wider with your stance if the hamstrings are tight. If you want to go deeper, bind with your big toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bending into the right knee. Left toes turn to face the ceiling. Hands on or off the mat. Looking to turn your chest to the extended leg. Stay as low to the ground as you can whilst you switch over to the other side. Pivot to face the front of the mat, framing the front foot. Right leg lifts and crosses behind your left, turning right elbow to left knee. Bring yourself up to stand if you can without lowering your toes, and take 3 big circles into your right hip. Step it all the way back, high lunge. Arms reach up as you breathe in, shoulders to ears. Take hold of the right wrist and lean over to your left. Inhale through center, cactus the arms, exhale, warrior 2. Gaze over the left middle finger, breathe in. Exhale, reverse your warrior, try not to move out of that lunge. Forearm to thigh. Inhale, reverse. Keep that going with your breath. Cartwheel the hands down to the mat, lifting your right heel, all toes facing forwards. Step to plank or hover your left leg at hip height. Option to lower the right knee or keep it lifted through chaturanga. Cobra or up dog as you breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one here, so enjoy stretching out through the spine and the legs. And then when you're ready, come down into a child's pose. Take a few breaths, palms facing. We're coming into our final heart opening sequence here, so shift onto your front again. Stack your hands underneath your forehead, rest your forehead on the top hand. Bend your knees so the soles of your feet are facing the ceiling. We're activating your glutes and your hamstrings here, so keep drawing your pubic bone to the floor. Push up with your right heel so your knee lifts, pause, exhale, release. Repeat that 5 times. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. Pubic bone drawing down. Once you've done 5 on the right, repeat with your left leg. Feel the glute and the hamstring do the work to lift your knee. Upper body is as still as possible. Extend your legs once you've finished. Give the hips a little wriggle side to side. The left forearm stays on the mat. Bend your right knee. Take hold of the ankle or the foot. Again, keep drawing pubic bone down as you stretch into your quadricep. As I'm demonstrating, you can take a deeper variation if you want. So as you reach back for the left foot, you can stay on your right forearm or bring the right hand out in front of you and lift the elbow. Left fingers could also turn to face forwards as you open into the foot more deeply by taking the toes. Release, stack your hands again. Similar to the very start of practice, on your next inhale, keep your forehead glued to your top hand now, but use your back to lift your chest and your shins. From there, bend your knees and cactus your arms. Inhale, reach long. Exhale, bend your knees and elbows. Place the hands back to your forehead and lower. Again, inhale, everything lifts. Elbows and knees bend, exhale. Inhale, long. Exhale, bend. Replace the hands, extend the legs, and lower. One more time. Breathing in, lift. Exhale, bend. Inhale, long. Exhale, this time interlace the hands behind you. Keep your shins lifted. Breathe up to your heart. This is where you can repeat rather than your bow pose. And then lower. Take some breaths. Focus on your exhale to calm the heart rate. And notice how that felt in your body. If that was strong enough for you, you're going to repeat that one more time. Otherwise, I will be guiding you into bow. Lift, inhale. Cactus and bend knees, exhale. Long breathing in. Cactus and bend knees again. Option to take hold of your ankles. Like we did earlier, you're using the glutes and the hamstrings to keep the knees lifted, and then press into your feet and breathe. Lift that breath into the heart, waking up your energy for the day ahead. Exhale, release. Knees together as you take child's pose, arms extended, long breaths into the spine. Keep the arms reaching forwards if that feels good, or take them back by your feet now, palms turned up. This is the end of our practice. Notice the energy that you've stoked for the day ahead. Slowly start to roll yourself up. Move your hips to one side, swing the legs out in front of you from the other. Keep the knees bending as you hinge forwards, or straighten the legs. Fold over the legs as you breathe out. Inhale, roll back up to seated. Reach the arms, exhale, hinge again. Repeat that. Inhale, lift, arms go up. Knees bending or straight, exhale, fold. Remain in your forward fold now. Noticing what you've activated within yourself and the energy you can now bring into your day. Grabbing any cushions or support that you need underneath your sit bones, start to come to a cross-legged seated position. Placing the left hand on the ground beside your hip and taking a nice big stretch through the fingertips. If you can, right fingertips down to the left as well. Stretching out the back, chin to chest. Come back into your side stretch and then switch over. Right hand down, left fingertips reach. Turn your gaze to the floor and then place your fingertips down. Breathe into your back. Return to your side stretch, opening into the chest. And let's take that one last time to each side. This time, place your right hand on your left knee and move the left fingertips behind you, seated twist. Lengthen the heart up and away from your belly button as you breathe in. Come through center, lower the right hand, reach over with your left, and then take the twist, looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, lift your heart away from your belly button, grow tall. Exhale where you are. Reach through center, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart, close your eyes. Rest the hands any way that feels comfortable for you. Bring your focus to the exhale to ground. Return to that rhythm of 5 for each part of the breath cycle, if that is going to support you in being still and remaining steady. If you wish to close the practice with me, bring your palms one over the other to your heart. Take a slow, loving breath in, feeling the heart expand. Sighing out Bow the head towards the heart. Acknowledge this time that you took for yourself at the beginning of your day. Reach the arms out and up, bringing the hands to heart center. Thank you for starting your morning with me. Have a wonderful day. And if you enjoyed this practice, hit the like button, drop me a comment, and I will see you in the next one.